Welcome back to my channel. Do you think you're smarter than a raccoon? Well, if you answered yes, then you might want to watch this video with an open mind. If you answered no, then you already know what you know. Either way, get ready to learn something new because today we're going to be looking at 7 facts that prove raccoons are smarter than you. Number 1, they can recognize themselves in the mirror. Do you remember the first time you looked in a mirror and realized the person staring back was you? It's a pivotal moment in anyone's life, really. It shows self-awareness, and it means you understand that you're an individual separate from other people. But how do we know when animals have reached this level of understanding? Well, scientists came up with a test. They took photos of animals and marked an X on their foreheads. Then they put those animals in front of a mirror and recorded their reactions. At first, the animals were confused by what they saw. Then some of them started trying to touch the mark while others simply stared at their reflection. The animals that touched the mark were deemed self-aware and intelligent enough to understand that the reflection was of them and the mark was on their own head. And which animals were able to do this? Chimpanzees, bonobos, gorillas, orangutans, and dolphins. But guess what? Raccoons too. That's right. Raccoons are smarter than you because they understand their own existence and can identify themselves. No. 2, they have excellent memories. Ever met someone who can remember every single thing about you and everything you've ever told them? Those people are often labeled as having a good memory, but that's not necessarily a good or bad thing. After all, sometimes remembering things is a good thing, like remembering your loved ones' birthdays. Other times, not so much, like if you're trying to forget the plot of an anime that you watched 10 years ago. But regardless of whether or not a good memory is good or bad, there's no denying that a good memory is impressive. And raccoons have excellent memories, especially when it comes to food. Raccoons can remember where food sources are and how to access them, which is why they often return to the same places over and over again. This also explains why they're such persistent little creatures. Have you ever tried to shoo a raccoon away, but it just kept coming back for more? Well, now you know why. Their memories are just that good. Number 3, they use tools. Think about the last time you used a tool. Maybe you were fixing something around the house, or maybe you were using a screwdriver to put together some furniture. Whatever the case may be, you probably didn't think twice about using a tool. After all, it's what tools are for. But did you know that raccoons use tools too? In fact, they're one of the few animals that will use a tool to get food. They've been observed using sticks to poke around in hollowed out trees for insects, and even using rocks to crack open nuts. Talk about handy. 4, they can learn new things quickly. How many different things can you do? Can you cook? Can you drive a car? Can you roll a blade while riding a unicycle and juggling chainsaws? Probably not. And that's okay because you're only one person. You can only learn so many things. But what if you had 4 stomachs? Would that give you more room to learn new things? Maybe. Well, whatever the case may be, it clearly gives raccoons more room because they can learn new things quickly and easily. In fact, they're one of the most adaptable species in the world and can live in a variety of habitats from forests to city streets. They're also known as opportunistic feeders, which means that they'll eat just about anything. And because they're so adaptable, they've been able to thrive in areas all over the world, including North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. 5, they have human-like hands. Sure, technically they aren't human hands, but they're pretty darn close. Raccoons have 5 fingers on each hand, just like humans do, and they can grip and manipulate objects in much the same way. This gives them the ability to use tools, as we mentioned earlier, and to open doors, which is why you might see them rummaging around in garbage cans at night. They're not just doing it to be naughty, they're actually looking for food. And if they see something that looks interesting, they might try to open it up and see what's inside. 6, they can solve mazes. Have you ever gotten lost in a maze? If so, you know how frustrating it can be. All those twists and turns can really mess with your head. But some animals don't have the same problem. In fact, some animals can solve mazes with ease. Raccoons are one of these animals. They're known for their intelligence and problem-solving skills, and they're able to navigate mazes much faster than humans can. So next time you're at a zoo or on a nature walk, pay attention to the raccoons. They might be smarter than you think. 7, they're great at escaping. Do you hate your job? Does it feel like your boss is constantly breathing down your neck? If so, you might understand why raccoons are always trying to escape. They're experts at it, in fact. They're known for their intelligence and problem-solving skills, and they're able to outsmart even the best traps set by humans. So if you're ever in a cage match with a raccoon, be careful. They might just make you look like a fool. So there you have it, 7 facts that prove raccoons are smarter than you. These little critters are more intelligent than you might think. They can recognize themselves in the mirror, have excellent memories, use tools, learn new things quickly, and even solve mazes. So next time you see a raccoon, don't be fooled by its cute little face. It's actually a highly intelligent creature. Thanks for watching.